after 23 days recovering in the hospital, I was able to come home. And this was a big difference in my going every day, trying to balance work, family, and very unhealthy lifestyle. I found that movies, TV shows, those things no longer brought any satisfaction. And I started looking for deeper things to dig into. So a neighbor and a friend gave me an Alexa device shortly after I set up an Audible account, and I started reading. I know I read well into 100+ books before I got to that point where I wanted to read the Bible. And I finally started reading it, and navigating through a book, especially something as large as the Bible, which is 66 books in one binding, not easy to do with voice-controlled devices, especially for someone who is sight impaired. So, somewhere in the Old Testament, I had it pressed upon me to move to the New Testament. And in moving to the New Testament, at some point in reading the scriptures, it all clicked and it was all real. Jesus was real. It all made sense. And in that moment, that's when my life really changed. That's when my eyes were open. That's when I found salvation. That's when I found the Lord. And that desire to really, really, really dig into the Word and to read and to study, the desire was there, but the tools that were at my disposal at the time were not feeding that desire. So in prayer, I asked the Lord, I want a Bible that I can read, that'll read to me, that I can put in my hand and take everywhere. And a few months after that, I was introduced to the MegaVoice audio player. After praying and asking for the player, I was sitting on this couch over here in the corner, and I was listening to my Alexa. Specifically, I was listening to VCY America Radio, and every day they have J. Vernon McGee's Through the Bible come on. And in listening to those episodes, I heard a commercial for a solar Bible bus. And that sparked my curiosity enough to get that phone number. And after contacting Through the Bible, they were able to transfer me to speak to Deborah at MegaVoice. In talking to her, she was able to answer my questions and help to get me my first player, which is this one right here. I know there's many of you that can relate when God answers your prayers and exceeds your expectation. This was that for me. And whether or not I'm able to go into a seminary, I do not know. But after speaking with Deborah and Daryl, they let me in that they actually have a mini Bible college that they offer on these players. So after learning that, I got another player coming. And I'm able to not only stay in God's Word and stay in the Bible, but I'm able to have an entire Bible college course right here. No time schedule, nothing set. It's with me, and I can go into it as deep as I want to, as much as I want to, and still have my Bible on the same player. Being a single dad, I can't just sit down and read my Bible to my daughter, but being able to sit down with her and listen together, as it's given me something I would not have had without it. After receiving my first player and realizing that I was holding an answered prayer. I could not have designed it any better than what was in my hand